My name is Joshua Altabelli, and I am here to show you how to play the card game Fluxx. Now, there are many different versions of Fluxx. There is the original Fluxx, as well as Pirate Fluxx, Martian Fluxx, Zombie Fluxx, Family Fluxx, Eco Fluxx, Star Fluxx, Stoner Fluxx, Oz Fluxx, and even Cthulhu Fluxx. For this demonstration, I will be using Monty Python Fluxx. To begin the game, we start by placing the basic rules card in the center of the table. This card would have a different reverse side from the other cards, so you should be able to find it easily in the box. We must shuffle the deck and deal 3 cards to each player. The number of players can range from 2 to 6. The players should generally be, at the very least, in their teens, and the game can generally take about 10 to 40 minutes to play. Once the deck is shuffled, we place it next to the basic rules card at the center of the table, and that will be the draw pile. The first player to claim the first may go first. As the game is played, keep an open space next to the draw pile for the discard pile, which will have cards face up in order to avoid confusion. New players may join in at any moment by being dealt 3 cards. To begin the game, we start with the basic rules, which state that each player may only draw 1 card and play 1 card on their turn. This will change as the game is played. You may play any card from your hand, and if you are not sure how the card works, try reading the text printed on it aloud as you play it. The new rule cards are yellow, and to play a new rule, place it face up near the basic rules. If the new rule card played contradicts a new rule that is already on the table, discard that previous rule. New rules take effect immediately, so all players must follow the new rule as it states. This will often cause the player whose turn it is to draw or play additional cards right away, or it may cause other players to discard some of their cards instantly. The goal cards are pink, and to play a goal, place it face up in the center of the table. If there is a goal already on the table, the new goal replaces it immediately and the old goal is discarded. The game begins with no goal cards in play, so no one can win until a goal is played. The goal applies to everyone, so as soon as someone meets the conditions, they win. Even if the goal is played during someone else's turn, the player who has the win condition is victor.
Ser conectado por Kim Dong-jin, pero la pelota llega mansita a donde se estaba parado Fabián Barté. Sí, ahí estaba el número 5.
The keeper cards are green, and to play a keeper card, place it face up in front of you on the table. Most goals require a particular pair of keepers, so playing a keeper is always a good thing. The action cards are blue. To play an action card, reveal it, read what it says, follow its instructions, and then discard it. Actions can sometimes cause major chaos. and yet at other times have no effect at all. Just remember, some action cards might cause additional cards to be played, but everything that occurs as the result of that action card is still considered part of one play.
You gotta be sunny to me when your eyes look into mine. Creepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers, creepers?
The creeper cards are black. The original game of Fluxx did not contain creepers, but they were added to later editions. Unlike keepers, which help players win the game, creepers are undesirable cards which often prevent you from winning. Creepers are kept on the table in front of you in the same area as keepers. Keep in mind that creepers must be played in front of you as soon as you draw them from the draw pile, and then draw another card. That does not count as a play. You might end up receiving multiple creepers at once as you draw cards, until you draw the required number of non-creepers and added them to your hand. This is true anytime you draw a card, even if it is the result of an action. The game does not end until there is one clear winner. If for some reason there are two or more players who meet the win conditions, the game continues until one single winner emerges. If the draw pile runs out, simply shuffle the discard pile, turn it over to make it the new draw pile, and keep playing. Players cannot discard undesirable cards from their hand unless there is a hand limit rule. This does mean that people could be forced to play a card that could make someone else win. And that is the ever-changing game of Fluxx. I might film another instructional video on how to play other card games such as Magic the Gathering or Dominion in the future.